Good evening, everybody. Uh, and I just this is another episode of Shamz-View, another edition of our video. I just want to share our ideas. Like I had some couple of friends who visited me today, and basically Nigerians and Cameroonians, two Cameroonians and three Nigerians, Africans, anyways, and then they stretched out today being Sunday. They decided to pay me a courtesy visit, and two of them are actually married. All right. So in the process, we were talking about some of the problems we're having generally in marital aspect, and we were wondering why we're having high cases of divorce, dead marriages in our community today and in our generation today than the way it used to be during our time of our parents. And basically, why are we also having issues with immigrants, more especially women, the moment they move to Europe and they actually dismissed their husbands or probably start off their life differently. And one of them actually lived in the US for his family members are in the US. He only came here he works with the UN. So he came around and then we became so close. And he said even in the US, you will get to realize that it's only that the major people who are migrating from from different parts of the world, the two major people who are migrating from the different parts of the world are the Indians, Pakistans, or the three rather, Indian, Pakistans, and African Nigerians. And then you will get to realize that most of these people are not having problems with their marriages abroad. And then you will see that these same Indian people, most of them, since they are already into tech, they have more than enough salaries to even cater for everybody. Like the father, that is the husband, and the wife is actually doing amazingly well and all of that. So basically, I I sat down and I was thinking towards that, and I got to wonder why. He said in India, like when you go to America, he's giving a case study of America because he has been in America for years. And you will realize that a lot of Africans, more especially Nigerians, Cameroonians, he was specific about these two countries, are the ones who nullifies their wedding and their marriages the moment they travel abroad, these two countries. And what happens to the Indians? You will hardly see anybody divorcing as an Indian. It's rare. And they make more money. They are not fashionable. They are go-getters and they make more money than a lot of Nigerians. And they're not even making that noise that the way some of us are actually making in diaspora. That you will see a man and his wife will own a particular car, just one car, and then probably the shift of the man is either 2 hours ahead or the wife's shift is 2 hours ahead. You see them coming together to actually come to see how they can wait to drive home and all of that. He said they don't have all these issues of divorces. Now, let's have an overview of what is going on generally during the time of our parents and our generation today and the younger generation to actually come. I think I may be wrong, but most people who are actually becoming relationship experts, criticizing and encouraging failed marriages, I paid my attention and I followed most of them. I got to realize that a lot of them are coming in from failed marriage. And they'll come up and they will be applauding people who are pulling out from their marriages, thinking they are actually doing the right thing in the civilized world. But I got to realize that most of them had one or two bad experiences going on and on. So, could it be we place more priorities on other things than probably our family? I don't know. Maybe we lost. I think one thing again, we lost our privacies. Those days, even when our father and our mother are fighting, sometimes we, the children, don't even notice it. Nobody hear their voices. Like, I'm giving an example with my own family, right? Let me come down to my own family. There was a time I noticed my dad and my mom fighting, but I was just privileged to know that when my mom actually walked out of the room and, she slammed the door. She was like, "This is not the man I married 25 years ago." I was still much younger. She was murmuring and she was going. There are a lot of changes. Like these were a few things I could see. But now, once a husband and a wife have any small disagreement, boom, we pick up our phones. We call our parents. "Ha, mama, papa, or make I give you a gist. You see, this is my wife. She's like this, she's like that, she's like that." And then we get advices like that from, our parents are protective. In most cases, they'll be like, "Oh, sometimes we run to social media to post." And I don't know, I'm just thinking, what could be the major reason why we have failed marriages in our generation more than the way we used to have in the past? I don't know. I'm just thinking. Maybe someone from the comment section will actually help us out. Cheers. Thank you.